I hope you guys don't mind, but there's just gonna be just a tad few changes here in Ralph's universe, the reboot. A different way of doing things. Not too many changes, just a little bit, okay? Because you know that I'm not really a big fan of major changes myself. But well, let's just say I ran into a couple of scrapes, a few technical problems with the series. Now I'm trying to get back on track, do this, that, and the third, and all that stuff. But don't worry, this is still gonna run smoothly. The reboot will still run smoothly. Welcome to my universe. You're all a part of it. You know that. Ralph Jaguar here. Alright, so let's get right to it. It's going to be this Sunday on April 29th, and we're going to get it on in Chi-Town. That's right, Chi-Town. WWE Extreme Rules. Oh boy, this is going to be one heck of a pay-per-view. Alright, so let's go through all the matches. Now, for the United States Championship, this will be the Extreme Rules pre-show, will be available on YouTube at 7:30. Oh man, that's right, the United States Champion Santino Marella will put his belt on the line against The Miz. Now who else does this, huh? What other wrestling company does this? They take a live pay-per-view match and they go ahead and put it on YouTube. That's right, only the World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, does this. I gotta give them props for that. Now how do I feel about this match? You know what? I don't care what a few people say. Oh heck, I don't care what everybody says. I think Santino Marella is a great champion. He's an epic champion, okay? He represents the United States very well. So therefore, he should be the United States champion. Okay, yes, I know he's from another country, and Santino Marella, well, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, he might act a fool sometimes around the ring, you know, the way he dances around the ring. But still, Santino Marella is still a very epic champion. Okay? The Miz, I mean, okay, I remember The Miz on The Real World and also the challenges, you know, RW and the Double R challenges. But The Miz has already been the United States champion, and he really doesn't need that belt again, okay? I mean, come on, guys. I mean, he is the bad guy in this situation, so I mean, I just feel like Santino Marella, he needs to stay the United States champion, okay? Now, for the Intercontinental Championship, the Intercontinental Champion, the largest athlete, the Big Show, will put his belt on the line against Cody Rhodes. That's right. We all remember what happened at WrestleMania 28. The Big Show, he swatted Cody Rhodes, and now Cody Rhodes is crying the blues. He's bitching and he's complaining. He wants his IC belt back. Well, you know what? At this Sunday, Extreme Rules in Chi-Town, the Dashing One, the so-called dashing one, Cody Rhodes, he will get an opportunity to get his belt back. Too bad he ain't gonna get it. Sorry, Cody. Now, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, is going to be the Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer. Randy Orton will go one-on-one with the confused yet volatile Big Red Monster, Kane. There's a lot of history between these two men, all dating back to many, many years ago in WWE history. Randy Orton was one of the few men who cost Kane his mask. And when Kane lost his mask, the man lost his ever so freaking mind. And from there, Kane just continued to go downhill. Now, the Big Red Monster is confused and lost more than he's ever been. And he's trying to take out his frustrations on Randy Orton. At WrestleMania 28, yeah, Kane, he did get lucky. He scored the win over Randy Orton. But then that following week on SmackDown, it was Randy Orton who beat Kane. And now, at Extreme Rules this Sunday in Chi-Town, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, Randy Orton will get it on with the Big Red Monster once again. But this time, they're going to finish it. Or at least I hope so. In a Chicago street fight for the WWE Championship, there's going to be a Punk to pay. That's right. Chris Jericho, he needs to get it in this matchup. Chris Jericho, for the past few months, has been torturing and making CM Punk's life a living hell. Bashing the man's dad, bashing the man's sister. Chris Jericho even went on to bash and humiliate CM Punk's mom. Can you believe that crap? Jeez. That right there is really going low. That's a bitch move, folks. That is a bitch move. And you know this. If you have beef with somebody, you take it up with that person. Head up. Not pull S-H-I-T like this. Come on, Chris Jericho. What kind of man are you? Lord have mercy. Now, Chris Jericho is following CM Punk around, taping him, filming him, and all this stuff. What the heck is this, man? And CM Punk does not like this at all. Well, you know what? This Sunday is going to be a Chicago street fight. And guess where CM Punk's hometown is? That's right. It's in Chicago, biatch. This Sunday, there will be a Punk to pay. A message needs to be sent about this one. Okay. For the World Heavyweight Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match, Sheamus will put his World Heavyweight Championship on the line against the former champion, Daniel Bryan. You know, I used to like Daniel Bryan, but goddamn, Daniel Bryan is starting to be a whiner now. In fact, Daniel Bryan, he's blaming other people for his loss at WrestleMania 28. Sheamus beat Daniel Bryan fair and square in 13 seconds. Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, he just simply kicked off Daniel Bryan's head. And it seems to me like that has done some mental damage to the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, he blamed the loss on his ex-girlfriend, AJ. Can you believe that crap? Jeez. Whatever happened to good sportsmanship? Oh, I guess Daniel Bryan doesn't know anything about that. He wants to blame other people for his loss. Are you kidding me on this? Okay, well, and Daniel Bryan has been going on making excuses saying, oh, he wasn't ready and all this stuff. Oh, Daniel Bryan, just shut the hell up. Jeez. Enough with the crying. Well, you know what? This Sunday in Chi-Town, it will be 2 out of 3 falls match. No excuses, no tricks, just head up. Daniel Bryan going head up with the Celtic Warrior and the first 3-time Irish-born world champion, Sheamus. Sheamus is going to squash that bug. Okay, this is the big one right here. Well, at least I feel like this is the big one. The UFC champion, very versatile, the legendary Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE. That's right, the pain is back. And he's got his sights set on hurting the strongest man alive and the commander of the Sea Nation, John Cena. On his first night back on Monday Night Raw, Sheamus, he gave John Cena an earth-shattering F5. John Cena came back the next week and he pimp-slapped Brock Lesnar in the face. And you know what happened, and you know what that means, right? When a man pimp-slaps another man, that's disrespect. And Brock Lesnar is pissed off about it. He was disrespected, so he and John Cena, they went off. They battled each other, and the whole damn thing turned into a riot. Of course it's going to be a riot, because John Cena, he pimp-slapped the man. What did you expect? I'm telling you, Brock Lesnar, he's a very scary and dangerous man. In his short time in the UFC, Brock Lesnar dominated the UFC and became the Ultimate Fighting Champion. Okay? And many years ago when Brock Lesnar was in the WWE, you know, before he left, he dominated the WWE. And it was Brock Lesnar who became the very first and youngest WWE champion. And also during that time, Brock Lesnar and John Cena did do battle in the squared circle in the SmackDown brand of the WWE. But you know what? That was then, this is now. Both John Cena and Brock Lesnar are more powerful than they seem to be. But you know what? I get the feeling that Brock Lesnar has also evolved. Now he's more powerful than he's ever been before. And John Cena, of course, he is on a bit of a losing streak. That's right. My boy is on a losing streak. So John Cena will have to rectify this thing. This Sunday in Chi-Town, Brock Lesnar going one-on-one with John Cena, and this match will be Extremes Rules. That's how John Laurinaitis called it. You know, last Monday night on Raw, I watched it. Usually I get the results online, but this time I actually had the pleasure of watching this thing. And when they did the contract signing, John Cena was a little late for the thing, but that's okay. But then Brock Lesnar had a talk with Mr. John Laurinaitis. And, you know, the conversation was a little uncomfortable for Mr. John Laurinaitis, you know. And actually, it got to the point to where Brock Lesnar actually threatened, you know, John Laurinaitis. And Brock Lesnar made all sorts of demands, you know, demanding this, demanding that, demanding that he get, you know, Vince McMahon's private jet. And you know what? I was not the least bit surprised when John Laurinaitis actually accepted the demands of Brock Lesnar. I wasn't surprised at all. You were surprised? I wasn't. Oh, come on, folks. You know that John Laurinaitis doesn't have any balls. He has no balls. So of course he's going to sit there and meet with Brock Lesnar's demands. Because a real man will stand up for himself and not cow down like that. Oh wait, a man with balls will stand up for himself and not succumb to those demands. But of course, the character of John Laurinaitis just is a spineless coward that doesn't have any balls. Now, don't get me wrong. Personally, I respect John Laurinaitis. But because of what I've seen in both WWE, Raw, and SmackDown, the character of John Laurinaitis is simply ballless, okay? And that brings me to another point. How in the world is John Laurinaitis going to sit there and explain all this to Vince McMahon, telling the big boss man that that Brock Lesnar needs to get a whole list of stuff, including Vince McMahon's own private jet? How in the world is John Laurinaitis going to be able to sign off on all of this SHIT? Jeez. Because you know what? And here's another thing I want to bring up. Ever since WrestleMania, ever since John Laurinaitis became the general manager of both Raw and SmackDown, you know, both shows have been very versatile, and both shows have been an uncomfortable work environment. Things are just spanning out of control. And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't all the wrestlers complain about this stuff when Triple H was in charge? Remember when he was running Raw? And that was the reason why for the whole big damn WWE walkout. And now John Laurinaitis is in charge. And now you see all this crap is happening. All these screw jobs. How much sense does this make? Because I can tell you right now, John Laurinaitis is not doing a good job of running Raw and or SmackDown. In fact, the man is doing a lousy job. He needs to be taken out of there. So Triple H, please do me a favor. Do the WWE a favor. Triple H, you need to fire John Laurinaitis. Because we just simply can't stand him anymore. Lord have mercy. And here's another thing that's pissing me off. Why the F does John Cena gets booed every time he enters the arena? Why? Why are people booing this man? Do you not know that John Cena is the name and face of the WWE? The man is busting his ass, working hard. He is the commander-in-chief of the C Nation. At WrestleMania 28, The Rock said to bring it, and John Cena, he brought it. He gave his 200%. John Cena is at every show. The man is busting his ass, and you're booing him? What the F? I have been watching John Cena for a very long time, okay? The man has fought wars on both SmackDown and Raw. John Cena has defeated giants. He has defeated gigantics. He has defeated monsters. He has been through a lot of wars, won lots of titles, and it was John Cena who redefined the WWE title, as well as the US title. And the man is busting his ass for the WWE Universe. And about a year or two ago, when the Nexus was terrorizing the WWE, it was John Cena who stepped up to the plate and ran up and fought the Nexus. It was John Cena who stopped the Nexus from destroying the WWE. And now, after going through all this, after taking all these bumps and bruises and taking all the hits, when John Cena enters the arena, what kind of reception does he get? I mean, no, here's the kind of reception that John Cena gets. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks! What the heck is that? Come on, people. This is a hero we're talking about here. And you're booing him? Oh, damn. Well, I guess I better wrap this up. I gotta go ahead and fix this crap. Peace out. Till the next episode.